Welcome back to Idaho Today. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, or LLS, is dedicated to providing support and care to those facing cancer treatment. And the annual Light the Night event provides an opportunity to not only bring awareness to leukemia and lymphoma, but to also help bring hope to patients and families. The event is this Thursday, and you still have time to sign up and walk. But to learn more about it, we're joined today by Kelly. She's the gold lantern holder for this year at Light the Night. And for Kelly, help those understand that may not be familiar with the different lanterns at the event. What does the gold lantern symbolize?
Yeah, the gold lantern signifies, that you've lost a loved one to blood cancer.
And so
as we walk
carrying
through, as we walk through downtown Boise, it's a way to, remember them.
Yes.
So.
And you're carrying one this year.
Yes.
In remembrance of your father, right? Okay, so tell us the story of your father.
Yeah, so he actually was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia in March of 2016. It's a pretty aggressive type of cancer. And he actually passed away in that August of 2016. So he had a short cancer battle. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So it was pretty quick, right?
It was.
A diagnosis that happened, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, your father has passed on. We're looking at some great photos of him, by the way. We saw him with a cat, and yeah, here he is again. Your dad. I can imagine just how much he meant to you, and what a whirlwind that must have been to have that diagnosis, to see him go through that process, and then also how it impacted you and your family, right?
Right.
Yes, that must have been quite the challenge.
It was tough.
Yes.
I was one of his caregivers, so I was blessed to have that time with him and be able to help him. So.
But still, right?
Yeah.
Yes, still
tough.
It leaves a wound. I know you're wearing an orange ribbon today in honor of your dad.
Right.
Was that his favorite color? Why orange?
He loved BSU.
Okay,
So,
all right, go Broncos.
Yeah, every Father's Day I go out to the golf course, his favorite place,
Yes.
and I release some BSU colored balloons.
In remembrance.
In remembrance of him. So.
And let's talk about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and its involvement in your father's journey and in your journey with your father. How did they support you and help you?
Well, one main thing that comes to mind was my dad wanted to meet another cancer person who had his type of cancer. And so the LLS hooked him up with a gentleman from Boise, and he was an AML survivor. Came out to my dad's house and brought coffee and donuts. And we just got to hang out and talk all day. It was really fun.
Yes. And
it's a special day.
I can imagine it was special, right?
And it helped him to feel not so alone.
Exactly.
So.
Right? Community is so important.
Yes.
Always, and especially when you're dealing with something so challenging as a cancer diagnosis. I can only imagine. And that is something, too, what the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is so well known for, right? It's pulling that support system together
Exactly.
for everybody. How did they help you? Did they help you feel a little more confident in the care that your dad was receiving and the support he was getting in his journey?
Oh, yes. It's like my second family. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, this is an emotional topic. And the thing is, you're not alone, right? There are so many people watching right now that have been through a similar journey, maybe actually going through a similar journey right now. In our previous conversation, we were talking to a theater company, and they were talking about how there are just so many people that have been touched by cancer, some way, shape, or form. And it is so true, right?
Yep.
So those who are watching right now and are considering being involved in Light the Night, regardless if they have a relation with blood cancer or they have a relation with a different type of cancer, why should they actually come out Thursday and walk in Light the Night?
Well, the more supporters we can get, the more cancer research we can fund.
Yes.
It's like a true camaraderie within our community that's been formed. It's just, we're all one big family, so.
It's totally true.
It's a fun event, lots to do for kids and adults, and yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, it is. It truly is.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you point out, it's a chance to raise funds and awareness for blood cancer, but also other cancers, because so much of the funding not only goes to find cures for blood cancer, but sometimes that research also supports treatments for other forms of cancer as well. So there's a ripple effect from this event on Thursday.
Right.
I look so forward to joining you, Kelly.
Thank
by
you.
the way, I'll be out there on Thursday. I'm going to be hosting the event, and we encourage all of you to please participate. Kicks off at 6 o'clock, Cecil D. Andrews Park. There's going to be food trucks. The Boise State cheerleaders are going to be there.
Awesome.
Right?
Mhm. Yep.
I'm sure your dad's smiling down on that one, right?
Yep.
And there's going to be a kids play zone. The walk will start around 7:30. We would love to see you. Please come out. That's Light the Night for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Thank you so much, Kelly, for being so brave to come on here and share your story.
Thank you
Really
for having
appreciate
me.
it. Our